Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome to a brand new installment of Future Langrisser series. This is going to be January 15th, 2024 edition. So yes, this is the brand new edition that will be discussing about the new content that's going to be coming for CN Langrisser and as well as global in the upcoming months. So anyways, this is a very special one. So unlike most of the major update we had so far, this is the second time that there's going to be a singular hero banner. That's going to be a new hero, just one new hero. That's about it. There's no new SP whatsoever. It's just a new hero, which we'll be talking about soon. And you might already know who this character is if you know Imelda. Yep, she is the. This is the second form of Imelda, and this is actually no ordinary Imelda. So as you can tell, we'll talk about what she is, and let's see what she's up to. So anyways, this is the new hero here, the Ice Abyss. And also, before we begin, some of you guys might be asking, well, what's going on with the frame here? Well, it's not rainbow, right? That's because this is a new rarity. It's called LLR instead of SSR. So yeah, LLR is apparently the higher. It's a new rarity for the heroes. So and Ice Abyss happens to be the first one to have the LLR rarity. So this is not really that surprising. I mean, it kind of is to a lot of people here. So yeah, some people were questioning like why is her frame look different? Well, that's because it's a new rarity. So I could imagine LR is going to be a somewhat a bit harder to get than SSRs, but we'll see how it goes. It might be treated the same way as SSRs, but it's just they named this rarity differently. So, anyways, this is Ice Abyss, and she's going to be the first hero to be LLR. Yep. Not SSR, LLR. Yep. This is going to be really interesting to see. I wonder how Xenon going to handle this because this is the first time I'm seeing a character with this new rarity here. And let's talk about classes. What she has. So yeah, at the beginning, her classes begin as a mage, and then at final classes, she can be either cavalry or flyer. This is an interesting thing that could happen with this new unit. This probably is the first time seeing this, but I might be wrong about it. And this is a singular hero banner. Like this is a singular hero that should be on a singular banner, just like Waitham, Ao, and Apotheosis, or maybe we'll call him Godhim as short. And on the factions, she's part of the Empire's Honor, Strategic Masters, and Heroes of Time. So yeah, this is an interesting addition because this is the first time I ever seen this rarity. So let's just hope that Zilong know what they're doing because I'm just thinking like I think in my mind like they would probably make this character a bit harder to get since she is LLR, which is a higher rarity than SSR. So we'll see how they will handle things here. Anyways, let's move on and see what else is also included in this update. So we also got new casting skills. The first one goes to Ironblood Commander. In plus 5%. When there are less than two other allies on the formation, unit can still use formation talent skills. So this is straightforward. As long as you have one ally on your team that's within like the range of IBC, it doesn't have to be like two units on there. You can just have one and still use the formation skill, which is quite awesome because for one, you don't have to like go through the process of having two units at the preferred locations or positions in order to use the formation skill. So that's a nice change for IBC. So she will be able to do some damage without holding back on like positioning. The next one we have is Sage of the Trees. In plus 10%, normal attacks deal 1.5 times damage, and after active attacking, restores HP equal to 2 times of his int to allies standing in dazzling light tiles. So it could either be his or friendly dazzling light. He will be able to heal those guys in there, no problem. So yeah, Sage got a supporting role when it comes to casting skill. The next one we got Zerida. Attack plus 10%. After the end of action, if Zerida has no soldiers alive, she can act again. the mobility of this turn is the remaining unused mobility and +3 mobility points. This effect can be triggered again after 2 turns. So yeah, this is a nice upgrade for Zerda. So like now she'll be able to do some extra dirty work out there, as long as she does not have soldiers active. And also the movement, yeah, pretty much. If you don't use much movement and your movement is actually pretty high, Zerda could probably zoom across the map, like literally, if the map isn't that big. And last but not least, we got Iris, or Iris if you are a Sakura Wars fan. Healing effects plus 10%, and Dreamcast gets an additional effect, in which will dispel 2 debuffs on self after the end of action. So, yeah, the Iris is yeah, I'll probably say this is probably the best ones out of the out of the SRs we have so far. Like most of the SR castings we have are like pretty mediocre or just like okay. But for Iris, this is actually quite awesome for her because now her healing effect can also dispel 2 debuffs. So yeah, if your units are actually debuffed by a lot of debuffs, Iris should be able to get those cleared as soon as possible. So it's nice to see her have this upgrade here. So yeah, quite a neat here. Alright, moving on, let's talk about the new exclusive equipment. This time we only got one new one. And that one goes to Roland. HP plus 10%. When switching forms, the buff duration will not be reduced. An Edge of Insight form, which is his Holy class. If no damage dealt this turn, mobility plus 2 for 1 turn. If in Castigizing Light form, which is the Mage class, you can move 2 blocks after attacking. So as you can see here, this armor is pretty neat when it comes to like options. Like when it comes to like whether if you want to attack or not. If you're in holy form, if you don't do damage this turn, you will get 2 extra mobility for 1 turn. However, if you're a mage and after attacking, you can move 2 blocks after attacking. So that's a nice nice upgrade. But I'll probably say this is which is not really necessary, but if you really like Roland, you can go get his. But if you're just holding on for something else, that's totally fine. You don't have to get this. But in the future, you probably want to get this in case of the meta changes now all of a sudden. And finally, before we close off this episode, we got a lot of stuff we need to look into. So additional info we have here is that Watham, Awakened One, and Apotheosis banners are expected to return, and all 3 of them are on individual banners. So yeah, don't think like this is like a Destiny banner or something like we have 3 units in one. No, they're actually in each of their own banners. So yeah, if you missed them the first time, it's not back to try again for them. And we also have the new radar banner for Sword and Lion Shadow, or known as Z2, and Grinchio. And there's also a new Destiny banner for Dangyamo, Transcender, and Tormilk. Glory Destiny banner for Lightbringer, Ricky, and Caroline, and this is a rerun by the way, from the last time we had. A classic Destiny banner for Liana, Luna, and Bozel. Divine Oathsworn Hero, and equipment banners. So yeah, those is a big deal when it comes to like heroes and equipments that you need. So yeah, in this update, you're going to get an option to choose whichever unit you want and build it as a radar banner from there. Same can be said with equipment banners. And of course, after a long time of absence of this Valentine banners, it's finally coming back in this update. This time around, the lineup is pretty solid. We have Werner and Miriendo, Azusa and Arboro, Roland and Prezia, Rosenseal and Clotaire. So yeah, these 4 pairs are actually quite awesome to have. So if you miss them for whatever reason in the past, you'll get your chance of getting them here, but at a cost of 1 CP token. So if you don't have those CP tokens, you're gonna have to summon. But if you have CP tokens from before, you can use that token here without worry about summoning. So like for example, if you really need Rosenseal and you have tons of Clotaire shards, you can use his Clotaire shards like as long as you have enough. Like you just need 50 of those, and then once you have enough, you have your CP token ready. You can get Rosenseal this way without summoning. So that's actually something you can think about. Anyways, hope you all find this video informative, and I'll see y'all next time.